So, for new folks that have just arrived, we just want to remind people that this is a very sacred space. What we're trying to do these 3 days is to do something that nobody does, which is to listen. Listen to people that have been made invisible, have been made to disappear, and have been told that they don't matter. And so we take the job of listening very seriously. We're about the business of humanizing ourselves again in here, and as Corinne talks about, creating a new imaginary, understanding the power in this room and the wisdom that's in this room, and learning the things that we can from each other to get ourselves out of the situation that we're in. We have new people now that have joined our distinguished jury, who I'd like to introduce. To my left here, if you could stand for a moment, is Reverend G.W. Roll from Florida. Can people welcome him? Just a couple things about GW. You know, wherever there's hungry people, you can find GW passing out soup or sandwiches, sitting on the back of a truck or on a stump, or hanging out with folks that are sleeping outside. And it's because he knows that reality. I'm very proud that he is with us today, and he is on this panel. He hasn't wavered in decades fighting for the rights of the poor in this country. Next, I'd like to introduce Sister Grady. Sister Grady has she's done so many amazing things working with New Jerusalem, Laura. You know, some missionaries go to other parts of the world to deal with the misery of what's happening in other parts of the world. Well, here's a sister that understands that we only need to look as far as our backyards and our own neighborhoods here. And she is one of the most determined, strong women that I would only hope to be when I'm as young as her. She knows how to march long, long marches. Our recent march, Operation Green Storm, she marched in the pouring rain in plastic bags, never complained about it. Guillermo threatened to quit every 5 seconds. I don't think I have yet to hear any negative words out of Sister Grady's mouth. But she also knows the important spaces to be in, and she's taken this weekend to come and be with us. So thank you, Sister Grady. Now, there's a very dangerous nun, and I say it in the most positive sense. It's not Sister Teresa, it's Sister Margaret. You know, I thought I had a problem with going to jail so much in my life, and then I met somebody that could go toe-to-toe with me, with Sister Margaret. I remember one night being about 6 months pregnant. Actually, Sister Margaret didn't know I was pregnant until the police officers pulled up my shirt. I was kind of hiding it for Sister Margaret at the time. It's not a good thing to do when you're going into jail and you're being patted down, but I was 6 months pregnant, and Sister Margaret and I had to spend all evening handcuffed to church pews that they had put in a Navy warehouse or something out in the middle of wherever in Utah. And then just one other experience was when we were in the back of another time, no, maybe that was the same time, we were in the back of a paddy wagon during the Olympics. And it was the same time, that's my chronology guy there, Galen. We were in a paddy wagon together, and they had announced that there was a bomb threat. And the police hightailed it from the paddy wagon that we were in. And we were sitting in the back of the paddy wagon thinking, oh my goodness, well, there would be no other person that I'd want to hear about a bomb threat in the back of a paddy wagon with other than Sister Margaret. And so we proceeded to sit there and, thank God there really wasn't one. But this woman is somebody that we've been able to go to a million times and swap stories about knowing what it's like to literally take a loaf of bread and try to figure out how to feed everybody around you. And she doesn't run from those hard questions. And every night that I go to bed, I pray that more and more of us stop trying to run from those hard questions. This is a welcome to our jury.